when life finally feels calm, you start to feel uneasy. You have that feeling of there's something wrong somewhere. There's definitely something wrong somewhere. And you're sitting tightly waiting for the next shoe to pull. It's not because there's something wrong or you are bad. It's because peace feels unfamiliar and you've lived in chaos for so long or too much. Hey, my love, welcome back to today's video. Thanks for popping in again and thanks for joining. Thanks for always coming back to watch my video and thanks for always coming back to support me. For all my subscribers, thank you so much. I've not been really consistent this week. Why? Because life is happening and I think life is going to happen for some time. So you're going to be here with me, and today let's just go straight to the video without further ado or too much talk. Today's topic is why peace feels uncomfortable when you are already used to chaos. Why peace feels comfortable when you're used to that trouble everywhere, problem everywhere, and suddenly peace just comes in, or you find your place in a peace of calm, in a place of calm and peace. It feels uncomfortable, it feels strange, it feels out of the plan or out of the mood, or you feel as if there's something wrong. There's something definitely wrong somewhere. And today I'll be talking about that today, and I'll be going deep for you to make you understand why you feel this way. And first of all, I'll be talking about conditioning, and I'll be giving you a lot of example. I love to give examples when I'm doing my video for you to get a better understanding about what I'm talking about, because especially when you're giving a day-to-day or real life example, it make it more understandable when you're talking about it. You don't just have to talk about the note. The note does not have to stress you when you're doing video. Excuse me. The video does not stress that much when it's really a relatable video that you give example makes it more understandable. And first we'll be talking about conditioning to chaos. When you're already your body, your state of mind, you're already your body or your state of mind or your nervous system is already conditioned to chaos. You live in a fight and flight mood. Your nervous system are always ready for that fight, or alert you for problem, for alert you for for chaos, for issues. They're always there to alert you because your nervous system, your body, everything about you are already used to that chaos. When you're used to stress, your nervous system think it's normal. And our body or our nervous system, it's love to go with patterns. And when we already create patterns for our nervous system, sometimes we might be the one to create that pattern. Sometimes that our nervous system adopted that pattern from somewhere, for some situations, from some place that we find ourselves, especially when it comes to stress. Most of the time, yes, we create these patterns without even knowing or consciously for our nervous system. And most of the time, our nervous system adopt these patterns from people, from place, or where we've lived or find ourselves, and use this pattern to create our life throughout the day-to-day life, year to month, year to year, to create our life without we even realizing or understanding that where did this pattern come from? When did I start doing this habit or doing this thing, or start living like this, or start believing on or knowing that this is normal or it's supposed to be usual? It's just because of what our nervous system, you've created it, or nervous system has adopted it, and because of this you start live in the fight or flight mood, and your nervous system is always ready to alert you when there is danger. Even if there's not physical danger, it's try to alert you that there is emotional danger. There is emotional danger even if it's something that is supposed to be normal, but because your body is not used to that, it signal it as a danger for you to run away, or for you to be scared about that thing. It's a danger. No, I'll be tell you why. You're used to stress, and your nervous system thinks stress is normal. Your nervous system think fighting all the time is normal. Your nervous system think problem is normal, because it's something that you've dealt with for so long that when it comes, you just look at it as if it's normal, there's nothing strange about it, and let's just deal with it. Something like this, let me use, like I said, I'll be doing and talking about a lot of example in this video. Something like this, let me use this as an example. When you've lived close to a train track, when you live close to a train track, I've lived close to a train track before, but I didn't live there. I think I lived maybe 6 months, not that long. So I don't think that my nervous system, yes, I think my nervous system adopted it for a little time and it became so normal. For me that don't like a lot of noise, I don't like to live in a place that there is too much chaos or too much noise. I think my nervous system adopted it as normal at that particular time. Let me use this as an example. If you live close to a train track before that, whenever the train is coming, you hear that noise of maybe some noise, or maybe the road is closing down and the train is coming. You hear those, those heavy noise of the train is coming, and the train is going, or the train is coming. And at first it might feel strange that what is this noise is too much. I don't think I can live here. I don't think I can stay here. I have to look for another place. The noise in this environment or in this place is just too much. I can't bear this noise. For the next maybe 3 months or 2 months, it might feel strange like that. But after you start living 10 to 10, day to day, you start adapting to it. Your nervous system, your body, everything, you start adapting to it, that it becomes normal. Whenever the train is even passing, you don't even notice it. You don't even notice it anymore, because your body has adapted to it. It has become normal to your nervous system, to your environment. You think now it's normal. Even when the train is even passing, you don't even hear the noise again, or hear the sound, or even complain again, because this has become normal to your nervous system. But when you get someone visiting, you will hear that person complain the same way you used to complain at first when you start living in that place. This is why I said that some habit or some things that we're living right now, that we're used to, that we feel as if it's normal, it's because our nervous system is already used to it. We are used to it, that we don't even feel as if it's something strange. Then suddenly, if you move from that environment, you move from that place to somewhere where calmer, somewhere where peaceful, that there's no train track, your body starts giving you that signal that there's something wrong, there's something wrong, there's something wrong. I think there's danger. I think there's danger. Why is there no noise? Why is there no train track? Why? Because it suddenly feels unfamiliar. It suddenly feels uncomfortable, because the noise is no longer there. Which, since the noise is no longer there, which it's not normal to you. But if the noise, for example, is there, of course it's normal. Of course it's used to. Of course it's supposed to be. But when you suddenly move from that place, it suddenly feel it signal, give you that signal. There's something, like you have this feeling in your body. There's something missing. There's something missing. There's something missing. I think there's something wrong. Why is there no noise here? Yes, because so this is why I'm doing this video right now. So we'll help you understand that you feeling this way is not because it's bad for you to have calmness or peace in your environment or in your life entirely. It's just because you used to already to this system and to this pattern. And also, I'm also going to be giving you a details and practical ways to practice back, to bring yourself back into this calmness and peace. Calm feels foreign, almost unsafe. It feels, why it signal you that there's something wrong, I'm waiting for the next shoe to drop. It's because calm feels unsafe. Calm feels almost foreign to you, to your comfort. It feels no, I don't think I can live here. I don't think it's possible. I feel it. You know that feeling of when you say I feel it, there's something wrong. I feel it, there's something of. That is because why you're already used to this pattern of chaos. You're already used to this pattern of problems. So when suddenly you start having those calmness, those moments of peace, those moments of relaxation, you start feeling as if there's something off. I'm just waiting for the next shoe to drop. I'm just waiting for the next problem to happen. Let me just give you something. I know that something bad will soon happen. Something terrible will soon happen. It always happens. It has always been like this. So for this short period of time that I've not had any issue with life, it's strange. It's strange. I'm just waiting for the next chapter of life to open, for the next problem to happen. I understand. Which is not supposed to be so, or not supposed to be normal as a human, because we are supposed to have those pleasure of life, those part of us that we feel ease, we feel happy, we feel excited. That we are not supposed, like chaos is not supposed to be normal to our nervous system. But most of the time life happens, and that is why I said that sometimes we adopt this we create this pattern for ourselves to always be in a haste, to always be worried when things are going smoothly. But when things are not going smoothly, we feel it's normal. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like that. Sometimes it's not because we created this pattern, but our body adopted this pattern because of certain circumstances or certain reasons. Sometimes quiet feels boring. Yes, everywhere being quiet. This happens sometimes when you have kids at home. Let me use it. I want to go deep into this with this example, and I know what you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I really don't want to go deep yet. But let me just give you this simple example for you to understand. Sometimes quiet feels boring where the environment is so calm, it's quiet, like you've not had fight with your boss for the past 2 weeks. Let me say 2 weeks, let me don't say 2 months. You've not had fight with your boss for the past 2 weeks. Ugh. You've not had fight with anyone in your working place for the past 2 weeks. It's it's like there's something fishy, there's something off right now. You started feeling, am I going to get sacked? Am I going to get sacked? Because for the past 2 weeks, I've not had fight with my boss. I've not had fight with anyone in my working place. There's something off. For the past 2 weeks or for some time now, you've not had fight with your lover or your in your relationship, and suddenly let me just give you this one for you to get a better understanding. When you have kids at home, for example, you have 2 boys or 3 boys at home, or maybe sometimes girls can be so can be also crazy. And let me use this as an example. When you have 2 boys or 3 younger boys at home, when they are always making noise, there's always chaos at home. They are always fighting, they are always chatting, and you're used to it already. Like it's normal in your house that they're always chatting. That whenever they even chatting, you can even go take a nap and just allow them do their thing. And at that moment that you don't longer hear any noise, the environment is calm, peaceful, there's no one crying, there's no one shouting, there's no one complaining, there's no one talking, you run out from your room or you leave immediately what you're doing to go check on them that, are you sure they are okay? This is what I mean about chaos. When you've lived in the place of chaos, when you have adopted chaos or problem for a very, very long time, you think it's normal even when the noise is just too much, even when the problem is like it's sucking you hard, you feel it's normal. If it's okay because I'm used to it. But when suddenly the environment becomes calm, when life becomes calm, life has stopped. Let me say stop or reduce throwing these arrows or these problems to you for some time, for you to take a nap, for you to take relax or vacation from the stress of life, because there will always be a stress of life. But for sometimes, our troubles are different, and sometimes our troubles are more than each other. Let me be sincere, our troubles are more than each other. But when we've taken these problems and trouble to feel as if they are supposed to be there, they are normal, they are supposed to happen, they are not supposed to happen. But when we have adopted it, our nervous system have accepted it that they are supposed to be here, they are supposed to be here, it's normal for us. When life suddenly becomes calm, we start feeling as if there's something off, we start feeling as if that there's something wrong is about to happen. When you normally have a call, when you normally receive that call from family members or friends or family of something happens, someone dies or someone loses their life, whatever it is, and suddenly for some time you've not had this call, you feel as if something tragic or something bad or something big is about to happen right now, because the environment has been so calm, life has been so calm, and life has been so good for some time right now, and it's too good to be good to be true, and you can't trust it, and you're just sitting tight, waiting for the next shoe to drop. Like you can't just wait for the next bad news to happen, which is not fair, because why you've adopted to this system. I will say boldly, it's a wrong part of life, and it's a bad way of living your life. But I understand it's not your fault. It's just because life has treated you so bad. Can I say so bad for so long that you've adopted it and feel as if it's normal? It's normal. Why? Because you've given your chance and you've given your time to hold this stress and chaos and think life can never be calm, life can never be easy, life can never be peaceful. This is where I found myself, and I'm just going to accept it. But life can be peaceful, life can be calm, life can be delicious, life can be easy, life can be more calm when you allow this peace to come in without always trying to run out of it. And this happens a lot lot in relationship, when you've been in too much dramatic relationship, when you have been in a relationship that there has not been trust, there have been wound, a lot of issues, and you finally come out from that relationship and you've not healed this part of you, this wound inside of you that you've carried out from this past or old relationship, and you try to go into new relationship, and suddenly you find yourself in this wonderful, calm, ease, peaceful relationship. You feel as if no, there's something wrong, there's something, especially for someone that have been in a abusive relationship, and suddenly you find someone that is ready to love you, care for you with every single thing that they have, and you feel as if no, there's something wrong, this person is not being genuine, this person is not being real, because this person is not giving you the familiar habit or attitude that you're used to, and you're trying, you're feeling as if this person is making me come out from my comfort zone, this person is making me come out from that my chaos zone, or it's not familiar, it's being unfair, there's something wrong, this person is not being real, maybe it's just pretending. It's not that this person is pretending, it's because of what you're used to. It's not that you're the one doing this thing, just your nervous system is trying to alert you there's problem, there's problem, there's problem. And right now, I'll be giving you some ways on learning to stay still, even when you find yourself in this calmness, in this peaceful place, in this environment, but your nervous system is trying to take you away, trying to make you run. Because when you find yourself in this place, when your nervous system trying to give you the alert to give you that signal of problem, give you that signal of no, 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 you can't be here, no, 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 it can't be possible, life can be calm, life can be ease, there's always trouble, why is trouble, why has trouble not arrived for the past 2 weeks, why has my boss not talked down on me for the past 2 weeks, am I going to be sacked, is this relationship going to work hard because it's too good to be true, life right now is too good to be true. And sometimes we ended up sabotaging these good things that comes into our life because we are too used to this, this chaos, this problem, this pattern of chaos and problem. And we always want to run back to this place. We'll always want to run back to this place. And these are short ways to stay still, to make yourself feel comfortable. This is not easy, but gradually to make you accept it, that this is the new me, this is how life is supposed to be. My life does not have to be filled with chaos and problem, and easier way for you to stay there instead of you running back to the old you. One is start with small practice by breathing with short pauses. At that particular moment, you don't feel comfortable. You won't feel comfortable. It's just a fact. In your head, you will start having this different thought. Is this true? Is this supposed to happen? Is something bad going to happen right now? Because this life has been so good for some time right now, which is not used to me. I feel like something bad is going to happen. Or am I going to be disappointed? Or is this people lying to me? Or am I being deceived right now? You start having this different thought. Don't neglect this thought to try to hide from this thought. Sit with this thought. Understand where this thought is coming from, which I know you understand already where this thought is coming from. It's coming from pain, it's coming from wound, it's coming from stress, it's coming from bad experiences. I understand that these are where these thoughts are coming from, and this is why this thought is your nervous system trying to alert you that there's danger, there's danger. Sit with it, sit with this danger. Sometimes it's emotional danger, it's not physical danger. Sit with this danger and understand, and try to posture this moment. Give short pauses. And when you're still doing this in the morning, when you wake up, stay quiet in a quiet moment for some time, maybe 2 5 minutes. Stay in a very quiet moment, even when you're not used to. I know you're used with those, especially for people that are used to those chaos environment, when there's music everywhere, people shouting, people quarreling, people fighting. Instead of you running, and when you find yourself in this quiet place, always sit. Instead of you running to your phone, running to the socials, sit in a quiet place for about 5 to 10 minutes if you can, or 3 minutes. Sit with yourself, just with yourself. Enjoy the calmness, listen to the bed, or whatever way that you want to do it, or calm music for that moment. And redefining peace. Peace is not the absence of excitement. Peace is not the absence of excitement, it's the presence of stability. Teach your body and mind that calm is safe, not scary. Teach your body by doing something very simple like this, that calm is safe, not scary. And the best part that I can give you, I know that I didn't give you a lot of example or ways to practice that calm is safe and not scary, to sit in that discomfort. Because at first, when you get into this, this peaceful era of yourself, it might not be easy, it might feel uncomfortable, but the best thing or the perfect thing that I can say is that sit with that discomfort. Sometimes we try to run from our discomfort. We try to run from our discomfort, go look for something to distract ourselves. No, sit with that discomfort. Listen to all these thoughts that are becoming, and try to talk to yourself in your head. When these thoughts start coming, this is not true. It's too good to be true. I'm just waiting for the next truth to pull off. I'm just waiting for the next bad news to come, or the next, for me to find out that this is my perfect relationship right now is breaking off, as it has already been for long. Try sit with this thought and understand that these thoughts are coming from pain. These thoughts are coming from injury. Yes, I understand, but try redefining them. Don't run away from them. Start redefining them and telling this thought that I understand that this has been the way I've lived my life. I've lived in chaos. I've lived in pain. I've lived in misery for a long time. And me sleeping and leaving this path and going to calmness, peaceful life, it's not going to be comfortable, I understand, but from now henceforth, this will be our new step of life. Now, you're telling yourself, you're telling your nervous system that right now we have lived in fight and flight mode for a very long time, but now we are transforming ourselves to a calm state, to a peaceful state, where we can find peace, where we can find joy, where we can find happiness without thinking that it's too good to be true. Now, you're sitting with that discomfort at that particular time, but you're trying to redefine, you're trying to set a different pattern for yourself, not just the pattern that your nervous system adopted or you created before. At this particular moment, when you're uncomfortable, you're defining it, you're choosing or creating a better pattern for yourself. Now, I'll be using this word of encouragement before we end this video, because I know how it feels when you're used to chaos. I know how it feels when you're used to problem. I know how it feels when you're used to this bad news everywhere, especially when you go to social media, you look the news, like things are happening that sometimes you feel scared, that sometimes you feel as if it's coming to your door. At my favorite singer, Lucky Dube, said that I don't know if I can remember the thing vividly. Death is real, but you won't understand it. You see it on the news. You feel as if it's just on the news until that day that it knocks at your door. That's when you understand that yes, it's true. Of course, when you feel your mind, your subconscious with these nasty things that are happening, like in the news on social media, you feel as if one day it's just going to come to me. It makes you feel anxious, it makes you feel scared. But this is life. Things are going to happen does not mean that you have to surround your life with chaos. You not start believing that peace can never exist. You can't live in a calm place. Your life cannot be peaceful. Your life has to be filled with chaos and problem. No, it's not supposed to be so. We are not created to live in this kind of world or this kind of life. It's just the kind of way we've taught ourselves and adopted it into our life. Now, before we round up, this is a short word of encouragement. Peace might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's because you are entering a new chapter of safety and stability. Don't run from it. Don't run from that discomfort. Sit with it. Allow yourself to soften into it. Allow yourself to soften into it. Life doesn't always have to be hard. Life sometimes, most of the time, not sometimes, have to be soft. Because I did a video, go watch the video that I did, where you've created and built this inner safety and peace. Even when things are happening, chaos are happening around you, deep down inside of you, you feel peaceful, you feel calm. You feel relaxed because you understand that it's just for the period of time. It's going to pass and another chapter is going to open. So an affirmation for me to round up this video is: peace is safe. Calm is my new norm. I allow myself to rest in it. Hey, my love, thanks for joining to the end of this video and thanks for watching this video to this time. I really appreciate. I'll be seeing you tomorrow again, probably on my next video.